2020 Bentworth Drive number 309, near Briar Forest Drive. Key map 489, P, Papa.
You take that one. Oh, y'all got a vaccine for it? Not this one. Man, I was looking hard at the shoulder over here, man.
The rims look like a Nissan. There's like a Jeep.
Good morning, good. How are you? You sound like such a company man. What's that now? Man.
Sure. Yeah, it looks bad.
Holy cow, dude.
Yeah.
Man.
Unfortunate.
Name and everything.
Sergeant Dion Griffiths. Dionnegriffiths.
Sarge, what did you guys respond to? What's going on?
We responded to a single vehicle crash where a vehicle struck a tree. The vehicle had 4 occupants, 1 deceased, 3 were transported to nearby hospitals. It appears that the vehicle is traveling eastbound on El Dorado Boulevard. We believe that they may have been traveling at a high rate of speed, failed to maintain signal lane, and ended up trying to overcorrect and ended up striking a tree in the middle, the center median.
Right now, any indications of impairment?
Right now, we can't really tell. We don't really want to guess. It's still under investigation at this time.
When you say traveling at a high rate of speed, does it look like that they lost control after hitting the hump in the railroad track?
Well, that's what we're believing that may have happened. We'll try to canvass the area to look for some form of maybe surveillance to see if that could give us more information. But basically, that's what it appears, that they possibly were driving at a high rate of speed, lost control, and tried to overcorrect the vehicle, and ended up leaving the roadway, striking the tree.
The decedent, was that person driving or was
Correct.
it a passenger?
That was the driver who passed away.
And what are the extent of the injuries on the other 3? Are they critical or what?
They are in critical condition. They're expected to survive at this time.
You talk about male, female.
The decedent is a male. The other passengers were 2 males and 1 female.
Approximate age on the persons?
The approximate age between 25 to 30 years of age.
Those severe injuries, they didn't make any statements. Anybody say anything at all? Were they conscious?
When I arrived on the scene, the occupants were already at the hospital. I have an officer that's doing a follow-up, speaking with those individuals if they can, and gathering information. I just know at this time that they're expected to survive. I haven't heard any statements from them yet.
You know, the day before Thanksgiving is typically one of the heaviest alcohol consumption days. Do you think that might have been?
I don't want to jump to conclusions. Hopefully that's not the case, but you know, in the profession that we're in, it can be a possibility. You just hope that people don't overconsume and get behind the wheel, and hopefully this could be the last one for the weekend.
Was the car registered to the decedent that you know of or can release?
I can't release that at this time,
Okay.
but we do have positive ID on the decedent as well.
But the car was not reported stolen or anything like that?
No, not that I know of at this time.
Sarge, did you mention the age of anybody? Can you tell us approximately?
Between 25 to 30. The decedent is actually 28 years old. I don't know the ages of the other occupants at this time. The correct ages, but I do know an approximate range for those.
You said you had positive ID on the driver. Do you have it on the other 3 occupants?
No, I don't. Not at this time.
We don't know if there's any relation, brother, sister, husband,
Not
wife,
at this time.
Okay.
And what was the make and model on the vehicle?
It's a Toyota Tacoma.
And did it strike? Did the roof strike the tree, or did the?
Correct. That's why, based on the evidence and looking at the crash, it just appeared that he was driving at a high rate of speed, may have been on about two wheels when he struck the center, this concrete median, and it caused, when you're trying to like overcorrect, he ended up it's almost as if he rolled into the tree. So
That's why I lost more severe injuries, I guess, than maybe the side.
Than possibly just a head-on crash. But again, trees are pretty dangerous when you strike
everyone wearing
trees.
seatbelts, or?
We can't tell at this time because of just the way the car was situated. I just know that HFD had to work on getting at least the driver out and the other occupants in the vehicle.
I mean, it looks like it was an extremely violent collision given the magnitude of damage to the vehicle. Is that accurate?
Yes, sir, that is accurate. The damage was really, really bad. We're just... All we can do now is just investigate and try to get more details on maybe a speed or things of that nature. But looking at the damage, you can say that you can believe that that car was traveling at a high rate of speed.
Do we know, obviously you guys are going to investigate, do you know where they came from or where they were going?
Not at this time, sir.
And obviously there's no potential charges pending because the driver, the primary responsible party is deceased.
That's correct, sir.
Any, we kind of touched on it, you didn't want to speculate, but were there any open containers in the car?
Did not see that at this time.
Any idea where they had been going, where they left prior to this incident?
No, sir. Don't know where they've been going.
So it's Thanksgiving holiday weekend. Do you have any messages, anything to say to potential drivers out there this weekend about road safety and impairment? And
I would just like to say, if you have been drinking or you know someone has been drinking, everyone just try to be responsible and look out for each other. Sometimes when people are impaired, they make decisions that they regret. If you notice someone's impaired, try to get them an Uber or offer them to stay where they are. That's all I really can say at the time. Just hope everyone can be safe this weekend and spend time with their loved ones.
Sarge, is this the first fatal you guys worked tonight or first accident you guys worked tonight?
No, this is the second one.
And tell us about that. How's that? It's one after another.
It's been busy lately. We're just hoping that we don't have to do too many more of these, at least over the holiday weekend. We know that it's Thanksgiving tonight and things can possibly get worse, but we're just hoping that it gets better and everyone can try to be a little more responsible or just take care of each other and try to get everyone else home safe.